Long debt cycles don't end the way people expect. They don't usually end with a single crash, a single default, or a single policy mistake. They end when the system quietly runs out of options. That's the part history makes clear. Welcome to Finance Historian. Before we get started, smash the like button and subscribe if you love financial deep dives. Comment your city and the time you're watching this. I want to see how global this community is. Across centuries, across empires, across monetary regimes, long debt cycles end the same way. Not with numbers getting too big, but with trade-offs becoming unavoidable, when every solution creates a new problem and postponement stops working. 2026 fits the pattern not because of prophecy, but because of arithmetic and behavior. To understand why, you have to stop thinking about debt cycles as market events and start thinking about them as political and social processes. Markets react last. The pressure builds elsewhere first. Historically, long debt cycles begin when a system discovers leverage as a growth tool. Borrowing accelerates expansion. Debt finances wars, infrastructure, welfare states, technological leaps. At first, it works spectacularly. Growth outpaces obligations. Confidence rises. Credit expands further. That phase can last decades. But eventually, debt grows faster than income. Not because of recklessness, but because the system becomes dependent on borrowing to maintain stability. Recessions are softened with stimulus. Political promises are funded with deficits. Demographics turn unfavorable. Productivity slows. At that point, debt stops being optional. That's when the cycle enters its final stage. History shows 4 ways long debt cycles end. Not cleanly, not mutually exclusive, but always through some combination. They end through inflation. They end through austerity. They end through restructuring or default, or they end through financial repression. Every major cycle uses more than one. The Roman Empire debased its currency repeatedly before control collapsed. Early modern Europe inflated away war debts. The post-war United States used financial repression, capped rates, controlled capital flows, steady inflation, to shrink its debt burden. Emerging markets have defaulted outright when political systems broke. The method changes. The pattern does not. What's consistent is timing. Long debt cycles end when 3 conditions align. First, debt servicing costs begin to compete directly with political priorities. Not theoretically, but visibly. When interest payments rival military spending, healthcare, pensions, or infrastructure, debt stops being abstract. Second, the ability to refinance at lower rates disappears. Rolling the problem forward stops reducing pressure and starts increasing it. Each rollover tightens the system instead of relieving it. Third, social tolerance erodes. Voters resist higher taxes. Populations reject austerity. Inflation becomes politically toxic. Every path forward angers someone powerful. That's the historical breaking point. 2026 sits exactly there. By then, decades of accumulated debt across the United States, Europe, Japan, and major emerging economies must be refinanced at rates that no longer belong to the old regime.